Well, good morning. It's Wednesday the 30th of August. So we've got a hurricane in Florida, although I'm in Orlando at the minute, as I'm sure you've seen if you've watched some of my other videos. Yes, I still look tired, I'm getting old. So we're on about 9 o'clock in the morning. The hurricane made landfall, I believe, in about the last hour, but further north than Orlando. So at the minute the weather's not too bad, the wind's picking up a little bit. It's raining, but nothing too heavy. According to some of the news and on things like Twitter or X or whatever it's called these days, there's a tornado watch for quite a large part of Florida until around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm not going to do too much this morning, just going to stay in the hotel, be a bit lazy, and then tea time-ish we'll see what the weather's doing. I'll either go and do a bit of shopping, or to be honest, if it's not too bad, head to the parks, because at the moment Universal theme park is still open, or going to open, and I'd imagine it'll be very quiet, but I'm not going to go out in the rain because I'm old and I can't be bothered. So we'll probably have a wander around the hotel and give you a good tour if it's not too busy a little later. Otherwise we'll give you an update on the storm. Well, it's stopped raining for a little bit, so just going to head up and do a little bit of shopping, have a look in Klein and a few other places. So come and join us. Still is a bit windy out. If you do stay here, there's the main entrance, and that's where you get the buses to City Walk and Volcano Bay. We're going to walk up to I Drive and catch the I Trolley. So this is Ross, and you could spend hours in here looking, trying to find what you want. So 5 pairs of Calvin Klein socks. You see that? $10. Let's have a look. Some Adidas ones, 6 pairs for $10, and some Ralph Lauren ones, 6 pairs, again $10. So I'm after some socks and some underwear, so I'm just having a look in here for socks. I might get these 5 pairs of Calvin Kleins for, where are we, $10 plus tax, but need to have a good look round. As you see, this store is a bit of a mess, so you really have to hunt for stuff. So I'm just looking at the men's stuff. I'd look a bit stupid picking up women's clothes, only do that at a weekend. So just have a look. I mean, I don't want them, but for some guest trainers, just see what sort of price they're looking at. So they say they're worth $60 and they're down for $40. A little bit of a saving if that's what you're into. It's very similar, if you're watching from the UK, it's very similar to TK Maxx. Just everything's packed in, a lot more packed in even. So yeah, you really do have to hunt. I mean, let's have a look. So Calvin Klein, what we got here? 3 tops, no, $20. Not bad, I suppose. You can find some designer gear in here. Just what I want in the Florida heat. I'm gonna have a good rummage through here. If I do find anything, I'll show you. I'll show you it and how much. I don't think there's anything else in here for me. I get bored of looking, so I think after this I'm probably going to get these socks and then head to is it TJ Maxx, I think is what they call it over here, which is TK Maxx from the UK. So one thing about Ross, certainly at this one I've been to, every time we go in there, you want to buy anything, you're about 20 minutes queuing up. They're so slow. It's now throwing it down again. So just in TJ Maxx. I don't think I'll get a bike, it won't fit in my hand luggage. For men, there's not much in here today, but I've often found that in this one. I think in all the times I've visited, I've only ever bought one thing. Beep. One thing you'll find in a lot of these type of shops in Orlando is luggage. They have it absolutely everywhere. And just to give you an idea, okay, it's an ugly thing, sorry if you like it. That's $100, that's cabin size for Samsonite. Don't know who that fat person in the mirror is. So this big case was $145 for Samsonite, down to $110. Let's have a look in here. Oh, it's cold. So, pretty much the same as TJ Maxx and Ross's, just not as packed. So I'm going to have a wander around. If I find anything interesting, I'll show you. Find with the men's stuff in here, they're cheap, just you don't really get designer stuff like you do in the other places. But if you're passing, it's still worth popping in, especially if you want sort of children's stuff. You can pick up t-shirts and things for less than $10. I was going to get some socks because I didn't buy them in the last shop. French Connection, 8 pairs, $8. I didn't bother though. So it's still raining, so not sure what we're going to do just yet. There is some shops across the road. So my nephew's just popped into New Balance. I have no interest in that sort of stuff. There's I think that's new Adidas across the road, so when he comes out, probably nip over there. Lacoste is just down there. It's only a small shop, but last year we found that shop had all the cheap stuff, but it's like ridiculous sizes. They're either far too big or far too small, but well worth looking. Just waiting for this rain to pass. At the time of my visit to this Adidas store, just having a look, everything is 60% off the price. So just having a look at this long sleeve t-shirt for argument's sake. It is, let me get the price. Where's it hiding? So I'll show you. So $30, and if you're unsure, most of them have conversion rates of what they pay. So it makes it $12, which in the UK is about £9–10. So $25 with 60% off. So I'm not getting anything from here. There's nothing really I like today, but we'll be back and we'll check later in the week. So next up, we're going to have a look in Lacoste. Oh look, there he is. So it's only a small shop. So I'm going to have a look round, and if I see anything I like, I'll let you know. So just in Lacoste, so there's this. My nephew likes this. So the original prices, bear me a second, if we can see that. My nephew will hold it here, no, other way. So $275 down to $80. Turn it round, let's have a look at the back. So there can be big savings. It's plain at the back. In my opinion, it's still too expensive, but for Lacoste, it's still cheap. So just looking at footwear, I mean, it says it's for women's, and they're all, let's call it $40. It's only a tiny shop, but yeah, I do find, I think all the other shops send the odd sizes that they can't get rid of here, but so it's usually a lot cheaper. Men's stuff, there's some really nice jumpers, sweatshirts, hoodies, but most of them are XXL, 3XL, 4XL. So for once in my life, they're all too big for me. And they're around $50, which for Lacoste is actually quite good value. So that's about 44 quid in English money, roughly. Good quality, just unfortunately I'm not fat enough for once. So my nephew's just looking at these. Just come a bit closer. And we say they are $30 pretty much, just under $30. You also have the, is it a hoodie or a hoodie to match, which is $50. So you got Under Armour clearance house over there, Puma, Lacoste, some little shops there. See what we've got. We've got Guess over there, Uniform Place. I'm hoping it's still here. There is a, oh yeah, there's there is a Calvin Klein shop there. I've always bought loads of good stuff from there. They're really cheap. I think I bought a hoodie for like $22 last year. Certainly a place to come and visit, this one. I'm just going to nip to McDonald's to grab a burger or something, and then we're going to be back. You got Nike as well at the front, you can't see it. Tommy Hilfiger. Then there's the American Apparel, Skechers. And this is a short walk from the outlets. I can never remember which outlets it is, so I'll put it on the screen when I edit, as long as I remember. So you're just going to go for a quick bite to eat, use the toilet, and then come back and, well, my nephew's going to spend money. I'm too tight-fisted. He did buy a nice pair of tracksuit bottoms from Lacoste. How much did you say there was in the end? $31 with tax. Got a deluxe spicy McChicken burger, and what was it? Deluxe quarter pounder?
Yeah, somewhat.
And
fries and drink. Comes $26. So just been into McDonald's. As I said, it was bloody expensive. Got night clearance store there. Probably one of the better night stores for shopping, but it's always a mess in there. If you're not sure where we are, it's just International Drive. Got Dieselland across there. You've got go-karts and there's a car museum and all sorts. So we'll have a look in Nike next. I said earlier there was American apparel. It's American Eagle. Shows how stupid I am. The store's actually a lot tidier than when I was here last year. $30. Quite nice. $40. Not of my size. $50. Don't like them that much, but if you're into your trainers, which I'm not particularly. So just had a quick look in Nike. Wasn't very good in my opinion. It's been better in years past, but we will pop in, because if you've been to these sort of places, you'll know that it will change on a daily basis. So just waiting for my nephew and then go to Calvin Klein.
You should have followed that thing,
Straight away, Calvin Klein suits, 80% off, or just the jackets. Jeans, $9.99, $4.99, $4.99. Can't go wrong with that. Lots of cheap stuff in here. Nothing I'm interested in or for my size. Nephew's found this. What's the price of this one, Josh?
It was $180.
180. If you come in here and you're not sure, sorry, $118. So if you come in here and go to this price check and then scan it, 118 down to $9.99. So $9.99, can't moan at that. So there are some nice suit jackets. I did try on this grey one. It was okay in the arms, but because I'm a fat git, I didn't check the price. Originally it would have been $450. In fact, just for the fun of it, so $450. Let's see what it comes down to. $90, so you save $360. So yeah, kind of disappointed with the shops this time around. But we're going to go up, so it's not raining, so probably walk up to the outlets, which is about 5 minutes away to the other outlets, and see what they've got in there. There's a bigger, I think there's a bigger Calvin Klein. That's the trolley bus, runs from the outlets up here. The red line runs all the way down International Drive via SeaWorld, and the green line runs down, turns left at the hotel we're at, so Universal Boulevard, and cuts down the back way a little bit and then joins International Drive down to the other outlets. And they are, I think they're $2 one way. Well, I bought a 14-day ticket before I left the UK for about £14. So I've said before, I can't remember the names of this one. It looks like this is just called Orlando Premium Outlets, which means the other one's Vine something. Let's go and have a look in Ralph Lauren. I know I'm going to regret it as soon as I walk in. Ooh, it's cold. So you got these nightwear, pyjama bottoms, whatever you want to call them. $55. Socks. I mean, what's a pack of 6 socks? $32. Boxer shorts are $70. I'd rather go commando. So yeah, it's not overly cheap in here, even with the discounts. Probably is cheaper than Ralph Lauren elsewhere, but as you know, I'm tight, so I refuse to spend that much. I do like this dressing gown though. I've been on about getting it for a couple of years. It is really soft. So this one is 95 for large to extra large. It was 115 in the one I went to last night for the same one. I'll consider it before I go back, because I'd have to get it in the suitcase. So 40% off the shorts. Shorts are quite nice. But how much are they? They're $115, so they're still very expensive, even with 40% off. Victoria's Secret, I don't think I'll go in there. What we got there? No. I'm looking for Saks Fifth Avenue. It's quite, well, can be quite good here for stuff. Got a Marnie outlet down there. Still well out of my price range. Ted Baker, don't particularly like their stuff. And Saks is up ahead, so we'll have a quick look in Saks when we get there. So this is Saks. Can't even find a label on one of their suits. Oh well, I didn't want it anyway. So it's one of those shops where, well, like most, you can walk in and find loads of stuff and then walk in and find nothing.
I know, yeah,
But I'm not allowed to be a part of it. Just you.
No, I do like these. It's $40. I'm just going to have a rummage through here and then we'll come back and show you. I might get one of these. Decided against the dressing gowns. The arms wasn't quite long enough for me. Found a couple of t-shirts, Michael Kors one and a Ralph Lauren polo. One was a bit too small, the other was a bit too big. It's the problem with these shops. It's whatever size they have, but I'll be back. So I just popped into a different Calvin Klein. Not sure how many Calvin Klein coats I've actually got. Far too many. Got 30% off, it looks like quite a lot of the stuff in here. T-shirt's quite nice, just the Calvin Klein emblem. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. It says $75. You get 30% off and an additional 20% off your entire purchase. So I do quite like them. You get. It's similar to one I have at home. So I'm going to have a rummage around. Oh, I do like that actually. It's very light. You see, it's 118. We do have the scanners in here, so let's just have a look. And not much of a saving. saving $23, not really enough, but you would get an extra 20% off your entire purchase as well. That's still a bit more than I'd want to pay. Oh, these are 40% off. So these are 55 with 40% off, or technically 60% off. Got the little Calvin Klein there, they are quite thin. They've got black, blue and cream. There's another thing there. So let me have a look round. If I do purchase anything, I will show you. What level's a little high today? Gap factory outlet.